I'm going to touch on something real quick. For those of you who know me, you know I like me some PowerPoint video action. And I sent out an email to everybody. If you're not aware of this, the video templates version 3 are out. I like these, and I don't like them. And I've talked about this before, but I'm just going to hit it again real quick, and then I'm going to maybe give you a couple ways that we can work around it. Here's what kind of irritates me about a lot of these video programs and templates and stuff like that. See this? Instantly create kick-ass animated videos and graphics in minutes without any design skills or anything. I would love to see that happen. If you can do that with any of the templates and stuff you can buy, you are a better person than I. But what I do love, of course, is that there's a lot of great stuff in these that you can really kind of use. But you got to know some tricks, seriously. And just so you know, I'm going to offer as a bonus for anyone that gets this through my link a 2-webinar series, at least 2 webinars, on how I actually kind of use these. I'll just point out a couple of the issues that you'll find, and these aren't specific issues just to LaVideo. Any of these PowerPoint templates you get, I'll bet you're going to run into some of these problems. Here's problem number 1. Okay, if I click on this text, you notice that it kind of runs off the page here, right? That's because I do not have this font installed on my system. How do you tell if you have it installed on your system? Well, your first clue is that it just doesn't fit, you know, the way one might think it should fit. If it looks a little wonky or not the right size, you probably don't have it. So here's how you tell. Click on it, go up to the Home tab here, hit the drop down for your fonts, and you see right here, this is the font, but it doesn't have a TT standing for True Type or an O standing for Open Type next to it. That means, for the most part, 99% of the time I think, that you do not have this font installed. What these template makers should do is they should embed the fonts. You can do that. You can embed the font right into the presentation deck so people don't have to go find and install fonts. That being the case, well, the first problem you run in is you got to go install this font. A lot of folks will, let's go take a look. Most of the time you'll get a list of the fonts that you need to install. So here's the product. So in the README here will be a list of all the fonts. Okay. Here's what I like about them, of course, are some of the animations. I don't personally care for all the cutesy character people. And the other thing that irritates me is that the message here is almost always the same. Hi, meet Peter. Peter has problem. It's just like the worst sales message ever, or engagement message ever. Why? Because nobody cares about Peter or his stupid problem. A much better way to create video content is to use something that's going to engage somebody, that has something to do directly with them. What are they going to get out of it? What are they looking for? They aren't looking to commiserate with Peter and spend however many minutes this little story goes on. Let's preview the animation now. Oh, and here's Sandra. And she's all screwed up too. But again, nobody cares. That kind of thing. But what you'll notice is that let's go to open the animation pane. There's a lot of good animations in here. But if we preview it, actually I'll go into slideshow mode. And I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to click Start Slideshow. Okay, so there's Sandra. Up. Where did Sandra go? She got wiped away. That's because the elements and animations are often timed. So let's see, let's notice here. What I want to have happen is, okay, Sandra comes in, and I'm going to narrate or something. But when it's time, I will click, and then that transition can happen. Well, they don't do that, right? So what happens is they use all of these timings with delays, and that's all kind of well and good, except for the fact that let's take a look at this. So these are the elements that bring in that kind of, let's play from some exiting and stuff. So everything's going to exit here. Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to start that on click, right? And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, because again, they have all kinds of delays and stuff. I'm actually startled that I just did that and it did what I wanted it to. Maybe I should try a different example. Let's try this one. Okay, let's watch this one. All right, I kind of like that. Where'd it go? So don't exit, and I can tell these are exit animations because they're orange. Let's see if this one is the same way. Start on click. Not until I click do I want you to exit. There's the problem. See that? This is going to start when I click, but this next exit animation has this stupid delay in it. So in other words, it's going to wait 3.3 seconds before the next one comes in. So now I got to do this. Now I got to delete that. And I got to say start with previous. That's fine. But I got to go in and I got to delete all of these animations. Timings. I actually have to set them to 0, I think. Yeah. Okay, so in other words, the animation is awesome, but the way it's implemented a lot of times leaves a bunch to be desired. So I'm going to fix this right now. And now let's go into slideshow mode. Awesome animation, great message, and I'm going to talk about this. Both of them have the same problem, whereas this would have flown out well before I finished saying that sentence. Click, now it goes away when I want. Right? So it's little things like that. Awesome animations though. I'm going to take a, where's one that I like? Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we got a desktop building itself. Can I use that? Yeah, I can use that. Can I use, and I'm just going to delete a couple things here just to clear it up. Can I grab this, and use all of these things in a slide for a video? Boom, yeah. The graphics work, and even all those animations, right, that build that table. I like it. Maybe I'll swap this out for something else or just get rid of a few things, stuff like that. But there are tons of these kinds of things in here. So that's what I like them for. Right? So Stuart says, will your bonus video trainings be announced via email or Facebook group, or how? And will they be recorded? Yes, they will all be recorded, Stuart. And quite frankly, I think I'm just going to put them into my PowerPoint video page. So yeah, it's going to be a bonus for the video. But like I say, quite frankly, I'm sick of people struggling with a lot of these templates. So I'm just going to post it on this page. The registration links, and this is a public page. You don't have to buy LaVideo to get this, but I recommend it. This graphic right here, I created using one of the templates. There's lots of ways to leverage these. But let's say that I went and I created this nice little layout here, and I want to post it on Facebook as a picture. Well, you just go to File, Save As, Computer, and browse to your computer. And instead of saving it as a PowerPoint presentation, save it as an image. right? I usually do PNG or JPEG. There's no transparency I need to worry about here, so either one would work. And save. You can save all of them as images, all the slides as images, but I just want this one. Okay. And another thing that I use this a lot for is, yeah, I like this layout and stuff. Maybe I'll put some text and things in here, but you can also save these as PDF files or ebooks. Let's see if I actually have like a sample. But what I'm starting to do is create a lot of downloadable PDFs, because this is kind of a sweet thing. I'll show you. One thing I've struggled with over the years is coming up with good ebook templates. I like giving away, with my videos, maybe a study guide or, you know, an ebook version. So here is kind of here's volume 1 of the screencast video quick tips. Okay? And this is all basically just text and slides. I don't need any animation and stuff like that. But when you go to File, Save As, one of your other options is to save as a PDF document right here. Okay? And the cool part about this, let's think about that a second. PowerPoint slides are widescreen. Okay? So when I open this up, one of the really sweet things, this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like an ebook, right? But you'll notice that each slide is its own page. You know how in an ebook a lot of times you got to scroll to get past the bottom of the page? This is an easy reader. You know, next page. Oh, okay. There you go. Boom. All that good stuff. So it's a great format. And it's wicked easy to do because PowerPoint is great at doing graphics. And the video templates actually have a lot of good graphics for things like e-covers and banner templates. I actually haven't even gone through all these yet. Let's take a look. So I like to use PowerPoint to create graphic stuff. Yeah. The design folks at RootPixel are pretty darn good at doing stuff like this. And some of these banners and stuff are actually animated. So they're all sized up and you just swap pictures and stuff. Yeah. Sharon says, I have done an ebook like you say using a Canva presentation template. Sure. That's a good way to go too. Canva is a great tool. Like that. Do I have tutorials on using PowerPoint as a graphics editor? Stuart would be interested in that. I have a lot of clips on stuff that I do. Stuart, I don't have like an actual tutorial series, but if you go to my YouTube channel, it's probably littered with them. Does anybody have any quick questions on the video stuff? By the way, it's on the launch thing, and it's actually, I think it's like it's $20 now. And there's an OTO with more templates and stuff. You can look at a bunch of the samples here. Like I say, even with the character stuff, almost every deck that has these characters that I don't really use, for the most part. You know, I don't make exclusively character videos. Would I use a character in a video now and then? Yeah, sure. Why not? But even the ones that are focused on the character stuff, there's lots of good elements and animations and stuff like that. So for $20, yeah, these scream of value. I will also post a tutorial I just did that I'm producing out now on how to use some of the logo openers and stuff in Camtasia, which is pretty cool. Yeah, these are good. I like them. And I think it's going to go up to at least 27 Raymond says the photography tutorial was excellent. Yeah, it's just fun. Let me show you another example here. I'm going to be giving away, and here's the scoop. I'm going to be just like giving a bunch of these away. Here's one that you can actually get from Ilum and the folks for free. Let's just preview this animation. Right? Nice. Let me see. Here was another one that I was playing with just today. So again, I've got to kind of fix some of this stuff. It's a slideshow, but watch this thing. I'm just going to kind of roll through this. Okay, so first of all, I had to fix a bunch of the English in here, because Ilum, bless his little heart, does not hardly speak English, as do a lot of these creators. Nice animation, and this is just a lovely little slideshow template. Modifying it is stupid easy. Stupid easy. Right? And yeah, you can use pictures, but you can use, other kinds of things. Now you gotta kind of watch what size pictures and stuff you put in here. I'll give you an example. So here I'm doing a little tribute to Barney the barn dog as a video. But this one is included in the free sample. And if you're not careful with your sizing of the images and stuff, you can run into, how shall I put this, some unfortunate side effects. So let's kick this one into slideshow mode and maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. Right. Now, I don't know if that's what they were going for, but, she seems like a nice, happy, sweet girl, and then they did that to her. If you're making videos with PowerPoint, yeah, I'm going to be posting more and more of this here. You notice it's getting a little traction here. I just created the page not too long ago, or made it public, pretty much. Yeah, 28 new likes this week. Yeah, so you could just post your question right here. If you want to pick up the video, you can. Here's the deal here. Got some tips and tricks, but I'm going to basically bombard this area with just PowerPoint video goodness. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Any other questions? And I'll let you all go. It's almost spooky how we usually end about 8:15, even with only a couple of questions. Yeah, but that's fun. Okay, looks like we're good to go. I don't see anything that I missed necessarily. If I did, just post it on the Facebook group, the coaching page. Let's go back to Camtasia Coaching. Right, so we got I think we got Boyd taken care of, and there you go. Just post her up. Alright, thanks again everybody, and we'll see you next time.